Hi chums, and well, here we go again. This is the best part of the year because nature, well, the god of gardening gives you another chance and you get a clean sheet, and all the mistakes you made last year don't matter. The mistakes you made the year before that and the year before that don't matter, and you're just free to make even bigger mistakes than you ever made before. And I love this part of the year. Now, a quick look around. As you can see, very rough because I've done nothing yet. I had a bad few days there. I'd intended to start last week. The weather was very nice, but I'll talk more down inside here because it's getting windy. But as I say, I wasn't feeling great. It was just that sort of thing where I kept wanting to do stuff. Those are leeks that, well, I was late getting them in. They didn't do very well at all. I'm just manoeuvring over the tops of corners of beds here. Those are the leeks I pulled out in a bad temper, and over there those are more leeks which really should have done better, but it's my fault. Now look at my garlic. Isn't that super? That's the stuff I put in last year. And look here, is it worth covering beds in cardboard? Yes it is, but I thought I have 3 squirrels here now. I thought the squirrels were digging this paper up to get it underneath, until yesterday my wife spotted magpies down ripping the paper apart because they have got a nest up here. I wonder if I can zoom towards their nest. Let's see. Oh, here we go. There it is. And it's quite a size. Now, what we've also seen is squirrels running in and out of the nest with eggs. So the magpies are getting a touch of their own, because we've seen magpies come out from other nests with eggs and little birds in their beaks. So plans. Right, well, as you can see, the garlic's looking grand. I'm really pleased with the garlic. It's super stuff. Please look at this. The magpies have been in here and they've made a real mess of this. I really thought that it was the squirrels or the cats or something, but my wife saw the magpies doing it. Right, this bed here. This is the most unproductive bed of all, and I had really good carrots and parsnips last year, and then they all got that carrot root fly, and very disappointed. So I'm going to clean that bed out, and it's always the sort of the poor man's part of the garden that the rhubarb gets put in, so that's where the rhubarb's going, because really it doesn't do for anything else except something that doesn't mind a bit of abuse. So the rhubarb's going in there. I don't know what's going in the other beds. I've got a sheet of paper somewhere with what I had in the beds last year written down, but I don't have that on me at the moment. But I do rotate as much as possible. There's my other garlic over there. I'm just watching where I walk. Oh, here, just strawberries. Those are the strawberries I pulled out for my friends, and if they want them, they can have them. And oh, another experiment. I think I remember doing a video where I was taking clippings off the hedge at the front. Do you see up there? Right, I'm going to do my zoom thing. I love this zoom thing. Right, we're going here. Do you see this one here that my finger's in front of now? That privet is a variegated privet. I took cuttings off that last year, and it's a lovely bush. And I took cuttings off it and put them into pots last year, and look at this. There's the boys there, and you can see they're growing. They've got little green shoots on them all. So I'm going to let those develop a bit and use those for my new hedge. Yesterday my wife was saying to me, where are we going to go to get hedging for the front? And I'd already agreed to go to a guy that we get most of our stuff off. His stuff's expensive, but it's very good. But there I've managed to save myself a few pounds, and they'll come on the very best. And those are lilac trees, or lilac. You say it differently in America. Lilac here. And those are for a lady who comes here to get lilac every year, the flowers. And I promised her a few plants this year, so I tailed those in last year, and those are good to go. And there's my other garlic that I put in. So I'm very pleased with it as well. Now, I'll go into the greenhouse. Oh, I had a bit of a clean up here today. That was all covered in bamboo poles and stuff. It really was a disgrace. But I managed to move those, and I moved a lot of wood out of here that I'm burning at the moment. I let the light adjust here. This wee camera's quite good because it's quite dark in here. But as you can see, I've got all my canes in now, and I've got my shelf in with my bits and pieces on it. and I've got more canes here. So I'm very pleased. Now this little shed is as rough as can be, but Dale Calder, guess what that's going to be over on that side? Yes, chickens, Dale. That's where the chickens are going to go. And you can see that there's a little entrance down there. These were chicken houses one time before. They were also pigsties at one time. So they're going back to the chickens again. So we're getting closer, Dale. We're getting closer. What do we say? We're going to the greenhouse here. Oh, goodness me. It's nice and warm in here. What have we got? There's the temperatures we have at the moment. We've got... Oh, I'll get the focus here. 13.2. It's a high we've had. It's 15.9 at the moment, and 1 was our lowest recently. I'll convert that to Fahrenheit. So our high was 89, it's 60.6 at the moment, and 34 was our low. So we're doing okay in here. Those are potatoes. Alistair, a potato reveal. You'll be so happy. Right, the Hispy cabbages are out. I let the ones that lasted stay, but they just started to shoot because they were all out of season. They're a spring and summer one. Those ones are called Duncan. They're coming on now. And these ones are called, I think it's Fotheringham's Flower of Spring. And as you can see, those are really lovely. Now, there's something very special about these. My friend Jack gave me some of these. Well, he gave them to Paul, and Paul gave them to me. Jack had grown them. And we use these as spring greens. They will heart up. You can see the heart starting to develop on this one. But we'd use them more as spring greens. And my children were 13 or 14 at the time. Oh God, that's going back a brave while, maybe 15. And they were eating the cabbage, and Dermot said to me, "Daddy, where did you get that cabbage?" And I says, "Why, what's wrong with it?" He went, "There's nothing wrong with it. That's the most beautiful cabbage we've ever had." Now, when children are telling you cabbage is beautiful, it must be nice. And my daughter, Una, she agreed. She said, "It's the loveliest cabbage we ever had." So I've got my own this year. It's the first year I've ever grown it that it has been successful, and I think the secret is start it in September because it seems to do better as a spring green. So there we are, folks. A little history of the Fotheringham's flower, something is Flower of Spring. I can't remember what the first part of it is. And those ones are called Duncan. So they'll get their go. And it's still a good while yet before the tomatoes and stuff go in. As you can see, I've got this side nicely raised up. It was getting a bit green, so I turned it over. And this side will be raised. I've got some stuff to go in there. There's my other garlic that I planted indoors. And as you can see, it's doing very well as well. So it'll be interesting to see how these compare with the ones outside when it comes to size, because the experts would tell me that this is the way to go. If you've got, say, very clay, wet soil that gets very cold in winter, or if you're maybe somewhere like Canada where you've got sort of permafrost for a long time up through spring and you can't actually grow in the ground, this is the way to go with garlic, is to do it inside and then bring it out in the spring and put it in, and apparently you get fantastic results. So these will all be going in beside their mates outside on the 2 beds, and each one will be identified with a little white stick to show which ones were inside and which ones were outside. Since I started, I've been getting leeks going. There's my leeks are coming on. That's a tray the fish come in, and I got those off my friend down in the chippy down the road, Barry. And he also gave me loads and loads of these containers which I'm going to use this year, and there's leeks in those as well, different types. So that's that. I got this idea here from Allotment Diary. That's Dan, super channel, Allotment Diary. Go and look at it. Another shout out to a man who really helped me today and won't even imagine how he could have, but I'll tell him now. John Rob 281. As I was saying coming down, I've had a few bad days recently. I don't know why. I just went to do stuff and I wasn't able to do it. I just felt drained of energy and ended up just sitting about reading and watching YouTube videos and wasting time basically. And every time I went to do something since about last Tuesday, I've just felt really awful. And it was annoying me because the weather was quite good. I'd got an awful lot done the couple of weeks before, but I think that was the problem. I was pushing too hard again, so I've had to slow down. I think your body does that on you. But today I was feeling better. I like getting up, making sure I get up really early on a Monday morning, because I do firmly believe that what you do on a Monday morning sets a tone for the rest of the week. And if you do nothing on a Monday, you seem to get nothing done for the rest of the week. So I got up this morning and I got up early and I had a cup of tea and I turned the computer on, and John Robertson 281 had 2 videos up of a little steam engine he's building, and his enthusiasm and work ethic is just infectious and inspirational. And I watched the 2 videos, John, and it just set me up for the day, and I've been out working since, and it's about 5 o'clock in the evening now, and I've got a great day's work done. So thank you for that, John. Sometimes we do things, don't even realise the effect they're going to have, but that was just what I needed to get me going this morning. So there you go. My little tent. We'll have a look in here and see what's happening. This is sort of the first video of the season, really. There's always... No, it's not too bad. There's sometimes water in there. This has not been much of a success, I don't think. Here's my problem. Look, you can see that the stems have not done. Now, I'm thinking of taking this little tent down to let these have a go now, because I don't think there's going to be any real bad frost. There's a little green shoot coming in this one. Look, and this one here's a little green shoot there. So we might have hope yet. The one that I kept in the house of the Japanese pepper that Gary Entropy sent me, it's doing really well. So I think what I'll do is I'll keep one of each variety in the house each year. If this doesn't work out here, you know, this did keep things above freezing, but it mightn't have kept it warm enough. So we'll see. But I'm going to take this down tomorrow, probably a little tent, and see how it worked. It did work. It kept the temperature a few degrees higher than outside. It didn't get below freezing, but I also think that it maybe just wasn't as effective as... See, look at that there. The highest temperature in there is 19.8, so it's actually just keeping the heat out as well, you know. So highest was 67, it was over 80 up outside, 59 at the moment, which is about the same as here outside, and 35 inside, so it was higher inside, a few degrees higher inside than outside on the low. So it definitely worked, but maybe in the house just been in around about the 65, 70 mark. We don't keep our house really boiling hot. We don't like a really hot house, so we'd keep it in around about the 65 mark. And people come in and they say, "Oh, it's really pleasant in here," and it's because they're not getting roasted out of the place. It's also, the price of oil is unbelievable here at the moment. It's just about, it's over $1 a gallon, a litre, sorry, a litre, $1 a litre. It would be, I paid £700, which is, what's that, 6, 8, 6, 9, 6, 11, 1100, nearly $1,200 for 1,100 litres. So there you are, folks. That's the sort of money oil is here at the moment, you know, for heating. Don't know how it compares with you over there, but heating oil tends to actually be about the same, you know. This is my new experiment for this year. I've got hanging baskets, and the hanging baskets are going to go along here because I thought there's wasted space. I'm going to try hanging tomatoes this year, see how they go. I'm also going to try melons, and oh, I forgot to tell my cat Donal, the Irish wood doctor, and Thomas in Portugal, Mr. Vegetable Garden. I forgot to tell you that I started some of Eric's seeds about 6 weeks ago in the house, and they're coming on really well. I wish I'd remembered to tell you that, but there you go. What can we do? And I'm still making the things. I'm still making this fuel to see how it's going to work. This is another press I've designed, and I'm going to have another go. It's a very simple lever press. I'll be doing a video about that later on. So there we are, folks. The bubble tent's coming down. I've got my things ready for my cucumbers. My cabbages are doing well. These are some sort of flowers. They should have been out for the winter, but I think they're done now. And that's just rubbish. Not rubbish, that's all the pots and stuff have to be cleaned and sorted out. And parsley can be pulled out because it's going to go to seed. And basically that's it. So that's where we are. That's where we're starting from at the moment. This has run on a lot longer than I thought. Well, I don't know, what time is it now? I don't even know how long I've been talking for. 14 minutes, far too long. Far too long about me. So there you are, folks. That's where I'm starting from this year. And I'm going to spend a few days in here getting things sorted out. I think I'll start putting stuff in trays. It is warm, but like you can see the sky. It was really beautiful blue skies all day, and then suddenly we've got that. You can see the moss growing inside there. I have to knock all that down. So I'll do all stuff like that for the next few days, and then we'll do another one. I said last year I was going to do a video about cleaning windows. I've found a really simple way to get the green off the windows. No chemicals, nothing involved, no vinegar, no lemon juice, no nothing. I used to work for a company that made stained glass windows in Canada. It was called Art Glass and Mosaic Works of Western Canada. They were based in Edmonton, Alberta, and we used vinegar on all the stained glass windows and any clear glass we were putting in, because vinegar was the best glass cleaner of all, and the best dryer, upper and polisher was newspaper. So vinegar and water and then newspaper was just standard procedure for us, and that's what I use at home on my windows. But I discovered a better way to do them without any vinegar at all. So I'll show you how to do that. So there you are, folks. That's it. That's about it. I'm trying to think of anything else before I hit the off button. No, that's enough slabbering and getting on from me. The next time you see me, it'll be a few days' time, and I'll have more work done, and we'll be getting somewhere. Okay then. All the best now. Bye bye.